Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world or whatever time you'll be watching this video. Guys, this story is very shocking and it needs to, it puts us on pause for us to basically watch everything that we're eating and ensure that we eat it in moderation. All right? I want to talk to you about something that honestly really shocked me, and I feel like it's something a lot of us might be doing without even realizing the risk. So I came across this story about Grace Beverly, who is a fitness influencer, someone who is into health, discipline, routines, the kind of person you would expect to be doing everything right. And yet, she says she almost poisoned herself. You got that, guys? She almost poisoned herself. And this is not with junk food, not with alcohol, not with drugs, but with something most of us think is healthy. What that was? Tuna. Yes, canned tuna. Now let that sink in for a second. She was eating about 1 to 2 cans of tuna every single day. And at first, it made sense. Quick protein, easy meal, affordable, and convenient. But then her body started reacting. She noticed weight gain, inflammation, hormone imbalance. And eventually, the doctors ran tests and told her something terrifying. She had extremely high arsenic levels and she was borderline for mercury poisoning. I want to ask you something. How many of you eat the same healthy food every single day? Chicken, eggs, protein shakes, tuna. Just because we want to stay healthy. And when we look at other people eating their processed foods and all that stuff, we're saying, oh, they're so unhealthy, and you think that you are eating the better food and you're going to be healthier than those persons, right? How many of you eat the same food every day? Because this story might hit closer to home than we think. Now, her doctor asked her a simple question. How much tuna do you eat? And she said, maybe 2 cans a day. And the doctor's response was, you're only supposed to have about 2 servings per week. So let us look at the difference between 2 per week versus 1 or 2 per day, right? And that's not a small difference. That's a massive gap. And suddenly it makes you realize how many of us actually know the safe limits of the foods we eat. Because really they tell you, you can eat everything, but in moderation. You don't have to starve yourself of anything to lose weight or maintain a healthy lifestyle. You still eat everything, but in moderation. And here's where I want to go deeper with you, because this isn't just about tuna. This is about something bigger. It's the idea that if something is quote unquote healthy, more of it must be better. And that's not true. In fact, this falls into what's called a mono diet mindset, basically relying heavily on one food over and over again. And experts say that kind of pattern can lead to nutrient imbalances and even toxicity over time. So let me ask you guys something. Have you ever locked into one safe food and just stuck with it daily? Guys, I find that I'm doing that too, because I'm trying to cut off on certain things. I know I'm eating baked sweet potatoes, so I need to watch myself. Do you guys think social media pushes us into these repetitive eating habits? Because if we're being honest, a lot of influencer culture promotes what I eat in a day, high protein shortcuts, repetitive meal plans, and it looks healthy. But is it actually balanced? So here's also what's happening. Tuna contains mercury, which is a toxic heavy metal. It also can contain arsenic, and your body can handle small amounts, but when you eat it daily, it builds up. And according to health experts, mercury can affect your brain and nervous system. And that is also why a lot of times they will tell pregnant mothers not to eat salmon, because salmon has in mercury. All right. Mercury can damage kidneys, and it can even impact hormones and skin. And here's the crazy part: she didn't feel poisoned right away. It was gradual, which means that this kind of thing could be happening to someone right now without them even realizing it. And let's be honest with each other, guys. This story made me rethink something. We spend too much time trying to eat clean or efficient that we forget one key thing: balance. Not perfection, not repetition, but balance. Let's open this up so that we can discuss this in the comment section. And I want to hear from you on this seriously. Do you think this was just a lack of awareness, or should influencers know better? Is eating the same food every day actually dangerous, or is this an extreme case? And tell me down in the comments, what's one food you eat almost every day? Should you rethink it after hearing this? And I need to rethink, my baked sweet potatoes. Drop your thoughts, and I really want to see where people stand on this. And this wasn't someone being reckless. This was someone trying to be healthy and accidentally going too far. And I think that's what makes this story powerful, because it shows that even good habits can become harmful when taken to extremes. Thank you for watching. And please remember to like, share, subscribe to this channel, and leave me your thoughts on this topic, guys. Thank you. Catch you on the next one.